30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. 10 seconds to 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on now, let's go!
Okay, break.
Watch 57.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Watch the safety screen.
Check three, check three, check three.
Check.
Lock
Rock it.
Check.
Hey, lock it.
Check. Crunch.
Gone.
Shit.
Ready.
On first down, Swift. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Fair.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Come on, set. 10-2 start. Hey, zoom. General West.
To throw on second down. Powell. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Down. 60 outlaw.
I got. Hey, watch it.
Now.
On third down, Swift. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Powell. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing on third and long. Powell looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Set 50, plant.
Go. Slam.
Look at me, zipper.
Check the backer.
Leo. Get it.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Ready up.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the out. Slam.
Bravo. Be Griffin.
Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Clark. Off play action. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other can see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Back to throw. Clark. And this is caught by Watkins. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
2nd and 1. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
They had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Topper!
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
61, matchbox.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Clark. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down.
First down.
Here we go.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey.
51 the mic, boy. 51. Watch the car.
X3, 218, chopper. Yep.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Rip right.
Shoot.
Back to throw. Clark. And he floats one there, incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Any weapon. Hey, Echo.
56, Mike 56. Me and you all day. All
Five.
Now Clark to throw again. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. Clark now on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Speed dribble.
The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions' 14-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Lions 6.
On the ready.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Yeah. Go.
Be ready. Mike 51, Mike.
2nd and 4. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 4 yards to go.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Alpha. Yo, go.
I know he ain't got it. Mike's 56.
Ready.
Now Clark from the gun, he'll throw. Complete to Jones. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6.
Switch. Recon, 132 fighter. Jet bomber.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Now.
I got him. 51, Mike. Mike 51. You gonna get this boy?
5.
You think you gonna get this? 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Looking to throw. Clark to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Here we go. He's checking.
They'll try the left side. Swift. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Right there.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looking to throw on second down. Powell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite.
And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. The first down run with Gurley good for only about 3. It's second down now. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Clark. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Hey, let's get this. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 51, Mike 51. It's just me and you.
Clark throwing on first down. And that's complete to Adams. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Look at me. Go. Ready?
On first down, it's Gurley. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
6'6", pull it high.
Right there, 56.
Hey, we have you on smooth.
Here's Clark off the play fake. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Check out.
Hey, Sam off.
Now it's Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Watch twist.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley. His fourth touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, team 6. I'll go. 2.
Looking to throw. Powell. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Down. 8 read. You. Ready? 5.
On 1st and 10, Powell nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Open man is Galladay, complete. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Watch the slant.
To throw on 2nd down. Powell, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go, D.
Ready, go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Powell. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Hey, Wahoo. Go.
Mike 56. Here I come. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Hey, Haywood.
56.
Now Clark to throw on 2nd down. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
25. Check 25. Check 20. Pilot. 64. Weak. Hey, Delta.
Mike 50.
Now.
Back to throw. Clark. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
70. Indy.
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
Hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Mike 56. They can't hang with us. 52.
Clark now throwing on 3rd and long. Jones has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now Clark throwing on 4th down. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, Powell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Looking to throw. Powell. This complete to Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
26 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Powell. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Powell. He completes it to Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Exit. Come. Mike, good step.
Looking to throw. Powell. He's got it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Bravo. Sit up. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Shoot.
On 4th down, Powell. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand.
Ready?
A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. Oh, good move. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Look at me. Zipper. Motion. 80 weapons.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Check.
Lead them.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
46-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Go. Ready.
2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Hey, Charlie. Put up.
The mic. 57's the mic. You go night.
Hey, lock it.
Check 13. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down. Powell, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He'll field this at the 5. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Throwing on 1st down. Clark, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Back to throw. Clark. Caught by Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
The Falcons on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Protein spill. Hey, echo. Under crunch.
Looking to throw. Clark. And Jones has it over the middle. A big gain of 39 on third.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrett Davis. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Third down. 3rd and long.
On the ready.
The Falcons on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and forever.
Go. Yeah. Check 56. Watch the screen.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Operating from the gun. Howell throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Let's go. Check 52.
Ready.
On 3rd down. Swift. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
At the 43-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell. Escaping the pressure right. To the right and complete to Galladay. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down now, Swift. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
We got it. Hatchet.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Shift.
I'll go.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dante Fowler getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Ready? Shoot!
From the gun, Powell. And that is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gurley. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Ready, ready! 60 Pittsburgh.
Yo.
Hey, Foxtrot. Secret.
Clark looking to throw on second down. And that's caught inside the 35. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we